Hey Scorpio, welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are going to be your messages for the month of July 2019. I did a little something different this month with the angle of the camera, and I went ahead and laid out the first layer just to save on some time. So let me know if you guys like this way or if you would prefer that I do it a different way. But let's go ahead and get started. Some interesting energies that you guys have, Scorpio. So when I was meditating on your energy before starting the video, the phrase that came to me was end of a drought. And it's funny because the cards that you have are very much sort of tying into that phrase. So you have the Five of Pentacles here, which was the first card that I was drawn to when I laid your cards out. But you also have the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. So definitely some sort of promotion or good news coming your way after a period of loss. So Five of Pentacles here represents kind of being left out in the cold, having an anxiety or a fear surrounding money, having a fear or anxiety around security and stability financially or with your resources. So some of you may have lost a job, you may have been let go, you may have been terminated, you may have quit. Whatever the case was, there was a sudden loss that happened in regards to finances. And this could be in recent past, this could be in a little later than that, but you have the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. So like I said, you guys are definitely looking at good news coming your way. If you've been putting your applications or your resumes out there, if you have been networking and getting yourself seen to people, Six of Wands, Three of Cups, or excuse me, Three of Wands is definitely letting you know that there is someone who is going to be contacting you soon with some good news. And so that was sort of the first message that I saw that stood out as being very strong. Second message that came out to me was the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the King of Cups. So this to me is sort of an energy of like the student becoming the teacher. So the Hermit at the center of your reading is to me is a very sort of reserved kind of internal energy. He's kind of a lone wolf. But it also represents very strongly to me sort of an energy of the subconscious, as well does the High Priestess. She to me is also a sort of like she has mastered her subconscious. She's also sort of very much like the magician, where she is able to sort of alchemize and tap into certain energies within herself in order to see or expect or to have a certain outcome. And so these three cards together are telling me a story that you guys, and I know that you guys have been sort of on this like, you know, deep journey of, you know, your inner self, your subconscious, as you will. And so I feel like you guys have finally come out on the other side, or at least you will by the time that eclipse season is over, by the time that the summer is over. You guys are going to be masters and very much in this King of Cups energy where you are more in control of your emotions, you're more in control of your boundaries, you're more emotionally stable. You are able to tap into emotional fulfillment and abundance much easier because you are calling it at your own will. So it's sort of like your wounds have become your lessons or your battle scars, and they no longer hinder you, they no longer have control over you. It's the other way around now. Like you control it doesn't control you. And this is the result of a very long journey that you guys have been on, a very hard journey, and so perfect for Scorpio because Scorpio is all about diving deep. It is all about that subconscious, all about that sort of death and rebirth. And you guys have definitely been born again, or at least for some of you, you will be quite soon. So Very good job on that, Scorpio. You guys are fucking killing it. You guys are doing great. So, third and final message of this layer that I noticed is that a lot of you are looking at a romantic partnership in the month of July. You have the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Emperor. So this could be male or female. Some of you could be coming across like a strong fire energy, very passionate, very lively, tons and tons of energy, very much they just naturally sort of grab a lot of attention. Some of you guys may be entering into a partnership with this kind of person, or you have your eye on this sort of person. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys have been looking for love, if you've been looking for a relationship, July could be the month for you where things kind of finally start to bud. For some of you though, I feel like this is coming unexpectedly. So be on the lookout for that. And, you know, you do have the King of Wands and the King of Cups here. So, you know, Scorpio, with you being a water energy and you know, you kind of being that energy of the Hermit that is a little more lone wolf, this extra fiery person that's coming in may be a bit too much for you. Or maybe it'll be just the thing that you need to kind of get you out of the final stages of this. I mean, if you are in a rut, maybe this fire person is just what you need to get yourself out of it. Or maybe this is the perfect person to kind of get you just out of your shell in general and get you out into the world, you know, share experiences and things with you that you haven't done before, that you haven't seen, that you haven't, you know, that you never even thought that you would do before, because this person is just so adventurous and lively and experimental, and they sort of awaken this sort of childlike energy in you. So I would say give it a go. It may seem very, I mean, because the energy of this person is very strong fire energy, so it may seem like a lot for you guys at first, but if you can, try to roll with it. And if it's not your thing, that's okay. If this person is just a little too much for you, that's okay. Maybe it can continue on as just, you know, a really good friendship. So looking at your second layer, Scorpio, you have the Justice card, Judgment, Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, immediately drawn to the Three and the Seven of Pentacles. So basically reiterating what I said in the first layer, definitely some good things coming your way because you have been putting yourself out there. Three of Pentacles is all about networking, showcasing your skill, being in some sort of educational program or apprenticeship, or just being in a position where people are able to see what you bring to the table. And so Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you guys have been doing a lot of self-care, or at least you will throughout eclipse season for some of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is something you've already been doing, just kind of nurturing your own garden, tending to your own needs, rebuilding your resources, rebuilding yourself, sort of a self-nurturing energy. And I like that that you have the Four of Cups above it, excuse me. So very meditative. Like you've been cooking up something. You've been cooking up something, Scorpio. And the Justice card next to it is making me feel even more so that you guys are about to be getting your due diligence, because Scorpio, I feel has been getting it rough. Like the past few readings we have, I feel like Scorpio has just been on this deep dive for a really long time, and needing to address some of those darker energies, some of those heavier things. But now you're coming out in a lighter presence. You're coming out with a a different perspective, a different energy, a different way that you are carrying and seeing yourself. And it's like the fruits of your labor are finally starting to come in. This is also being reiterated by the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is very much an energy of overcoming obstacles, overcoming hardship, trials and tribulations, things of that nature, and being triumphant. So, and then you have Judgment, which is, you know, kind of also a Scorpio energy. I mean, if you look at the image there, it's sort of like a person being reborn in this cauldron of fire. So very much like I said earlier, the death and rebirth energy that Scorpio has. So you guys are rapidly, Eight of Wands, moving towards something much better, much lighter. Like I feel like a lot of you guys are just like tired of that Pluto energy. You're just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just need a break. I need something. And something is definitely headed your way. Like I said, Eight of Wands, something is rapidly coming in. And you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So again, just a stronger understanding of yourself mentally and emotionally, a stronger outlook of your strengths and weaknesses, and just being ready to just like step out into the world and say, hey, like, I fucking went through this thing and I belong here too. Like I bring something to the table, and really being able to own it. Yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. You guys just hang in there. I know it's difficult right now because of we have like 5 planets or so that are in retrograde right now. We're getting ready for eclipse season, and it's in the sign of Cancer. All of these intense energies, and you know, you had the Hermit in your first layer at the center. So maybe you guys are feeling you're not quite ready to burst out yet. You're not quite ready to come out of your shell and be reborn, and that's okay. Because like I said, I feel like you guys will be definitely ready by the end of eclipse season, by the end of retrograde season. So, you know, just hang in there, because you do have some amazing energies coming your way. You do definitely, for sure, have some great things that are wanting to come in. So it's just a matter of kind of nesting right now and just getting yourself ready. Like, just continue to be in this Seven of Pentacles energy where you're taking stock and taking care of yourself, you know, taking care of your resources, and getting yourself ready for all of this abundance to come in, because I feel like a lot of you guys are well overdue for it. Okay, Scorpio, I think that's all I have for you. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys got something out of this. Be sure to leave your likes, shares, comments, your subscribes, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.